Would you believe $49 down is still in effect at Jones Pontiac GMC, 1510 East 2nd Odessa, including 1987 models. And look at the new Bonneville, reshaped from the nose to the tail. Fuel-injected analog instrumentation, 15-inch radial eagle tires, and the interior, it's a driver's dream with fingertip controls. The Bonneville is the shape of tomorrow from Jones Pontiac GMC, 1510 East 2nd Odessa, and still $49 down. Bonneville and Jones Pontiac GMC, 1510 East 2nd Odessa.
Well, I've just learned that Frank Childs is part of this elite blue-eyed group that we've been talking about.
Oh, yeah, it's very fortunate. Some of us are, and others have to go by it.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
I'm going to stand my ground. I still say brown-eyed people.
I'm going to get some phone calls in the newsroom tonight, I'm sure.
Have nothing wrong with brown-eyed people, but you're talking about how much money it would get me to do this? $350 wouldn't begin to cover it, folks, let me tell you. I would do it for free if I could get rid of cold weather the rest of my life sometimes, and especially when I'm wanting to go to the golf course. Tomorrow, forget it, folks, unless you really like to bundle up and play in the wetsuits and those kind of things, because it's not going to be a nice day. It's going to stay cold. It's not going to be as bad as Monday and Tuesday, for example. Well, anyway, currently cloudy skies, 55 degrees, humidity factor 93%, the pressure is 30.03, falling very slowly, winds are southerly at 13 miles an hour. Low this morning, 49. We warmed all the way up to 57 degrees today. Sunrise at 7:36, it will go down. Sunset will at 5:44 tomorrow. But I don't think you'll be able to see it on either occasion. We have had officially now 1/100th of an inch of moisture as far as precip is concerned. And most of the showers in the basin have gone by the wayside. Either that or they're too light to show up on radar. There are just a few showers now from the Panhandle and the South Plains and around Lubbock and back over toward Clovis and then up toward Amarillo and around the Borger area this evening. Clouds cover the entire Lone Star State. You notice a lot of these are streaming in from Mexico. That's coming around a low pressure system that currently is out in the Four Corners area. We're still getting good southerly flow from the Gulf of Mexico, and thus we have plenty of moisture in the air, and we are getting some triggering devices as well. You notice heavy precipitation today. This is along an upper level pressure system that really came through, just an upper level disturbance. With a cold front, a couple of them, due to come our way anytime soon. Matter of fact, it will start making its appearance tonight in the Panhandle of Texas, and there are a number of low pressures. We'll leave it here for just a moment. Let me show you what's happening. We are, of course, getting flow around these low pressure systems, bringing moisture in. These two frontal systems will collide in the Panhandle tomorrow morning, and of course, this is going to continue to pump moisture in. And look what's up here. In Minnesota, you've got a high pressure, and that, of course, pulls down the cold air. So, when these two frontal systems collide over the Panhandle of Texas, it is going to turn a lot colder than it has been. It is going to get extremely windy for just a few moments. And then, of course, we're going to continue cold as long as that high pressure system pumps the air on in after the frontal systems move through. So, suffice it to say, the next few days not going to be too nice. Sarasota, Florida, hot spot in the nation today with 81 degrees. 57 was popular. Midland, Odessa, Hobbs, and Marfa all picked up 57 for a high today. 52 in Amarillo. Snow showers are going to cover anything tonight, anywhere in the Colorado, New Mexico, Arizona, Utah area, 5,500 feet or above in elevation. So if you ask what do they call it now, Ski Apache instead of Sierra Blanca, well, it's going to get some snow tonight for those of you who like that kind of thing. Otherwise, temperatures in the 60s over much of the state. Hot spot in the state, actually a three-way tie today. Corpus Christi, Brownsville, and McAllen all had 76-degree temperature readings. Tonight we're going to stay cloudy. We've got a chance of moisture continuing, and that chance of moisture will continue for the next couple of days. Low tonight, 48 degrees. That cloud cover is going to enable us to maintain whatever heat we have trapped between the Earth's surface and the cloud cover, so we won't get too cold tonight. Winds will be southerly at about 10 miles an hour. Then as far as tomorrow is concerned, it's going to get up to about 55 degrees with southerly winds at 10 miles an hour. Then that frontal system will finally filter through here tomorrow. I would guess sometime in the late afternoon hours. That point, the winds will change to the north at 15 to 20 miles an hour. We will get down to about 40 degrees tomorrow night as that cold air begins to filter in. We will only get to 47 degrees Monday, and that very well may come just after midnight. Then you notice the next couple of nights we are down in the upper 20s, 27, 28 degrees right along in there, and I expect it to stay below freezing overnight for about 3 nights. And this system is not going to be, I don't think, one of the faster moving systems we've had. You know, sometimes they come and overstay their welcome. This one has that opportunity. It's not moving too quickly.
Okay.
Well, do good, though. Okay?
Thank you, Frank.
We'll try to shape up the weather as best we can.
Okay, see what
All
you
right.
can do, please. Only Santa knows for sure what presents will be under the tree this Christmas, but Big Two's Rodney Wunsch has a good idea the gifts are going to be talking dolls or remote-controlled cars. He tells us more in this report.
I love to play, especially peekaboo.
You name it, if it talks and moves its features, it's selling.
High tech has moved into our children's playthings this year. Robot-like dolls and remote-controlled cars are high on Santa's list and on your child's. High also is the price for these technological toys.
Some items that are really hot, you can't bargain shop.
For some parents, cost doesn't matter if the toy teaches.
Learning toys are really strong, and that's kind of a trend that's been building for several years.
There's one major difference in the toy industry this year. There's no dominant toy. Last year's hot item was Teddy Ruxpin. The year before that, the famous Cabbage Patch doll. With no leading toy, sales are down this year. Locally and nationally, mom and dad seem to be buying more essential gifts like clothing. Also helping the pocketbook, says Smith, is a return to the basic toy, a stuffed animal or holster and gun set. But if you really want to know what's selling, ask the experts.
Rambo and more G.I. Joe and football, a baby.
A baby doll? With toys from playing to computer brain, there's no doubt a gift can be found to satisfy the child in us all.
I'm just looking for what I consider to be the most interesting for me and them.
Seems there'll be a lot of smiling, young and old, come Christmas morning. Rodney Wunsch, Big 2 News Update, Midland.
Coming up next in sports, a new coach has been named at Texas Tech University.
Guy Gurton will be in with the story, along with a preview of tomorrow's Dallas Cowboy game. Stay with us.
The way I see it, people used to know about nature, respected it. Then they figured they'd try to make it better. Take beer. Can you imagine why anyone would want to add anything artificial to something that just comes naturally from ingredients like grain, water, barley, hops? Neither can Coors.
In the tradition of Christmas past, Zales brings you the Christmas present. Gifts with style. Best of all, you can buy now and pay nothing until April at Zales. Diamonds, 14-karat gold, gemstones, and more. A selection only the world's leading jeweler could offer. Zales Christmas presents. Buy now and pay nothing until April of '87 at Zales.
I'm Mark Foster, and I want to tell you about a new and exciting way to save money 365 days a year with our all-new Mr. Golf's Wholesale Club. For $49 a year, you'll save up to 60% on any purchase in our store. This tailor-made Tour Prefer sells at $99.95. Our everyday low price is $74.95. But our Mr. Golf's Wholesale Club price is $59.95. You save $40. Buy your $49 Wholesale Club membership now at both my Mr. Golf locations in Midland and Odessa.
Wolf Brand Chili's the one!
Neighbor, how long's it been since you had a big, thick, steaming bowl of Wolf Brand chili? Well, that's too long.
A big day up in Lubbock today.
Sure was, and we had our very own Skip Baldwin there.
Our very own.
Very own standing by. Let's get right into it. A new head coach for the Texas Tech Red Raiders was named today at a news conference in Lubbock. To no one's surprise, Spike Dykes got the honor. He's been there now for 3 years as the defensive coordinator, and he was named as the new head coach today. Of course, there today, this afternoon, Skip Baldwin. Skip, how did it go?
Well, I'll tell you what, Guy Gurton, it was a packed house there, and I think most of the people here in West Texas are very proud of Spike Dykes to get this job. He wanted it last year, but it was given to David McWilliams. He held on, stayed as defensive coordinator, and now this year he had his chance, and he was given that award today. Spike Dykes, the new head coach of the Texas Tech Red Raiders.
From all over West Texas, flooded the Letterman's Lounge at Texas Tech University late this afternoon for the announcement that Spike Dykes had been named the new head coach of the Red Raiders.
For all those unnamed parties at this time, I'd like to thank them because it's been a dream that we've had for several years, and a lot of people have contributed to this, and I'm just thrilled to death to be representing Texas Tech University.
Dykes is certainly no stranger to West Texas football. He has been a very successful high school coach at Kahoma, Big Spring, and Midland Lee just a few years ago. In fact, in 1983, he led the Rebels to the Class 5A state finals.
I dreamed of being a head coach at a major college someday, and you know, it's just one of those things that came to pass, that it transpired in different directions, and all of a sudden you wake up one day and here you are.
And how do you feel?
Feel great, excited, fortunate.
Texas Tech Athletic Director T. Jones has been under fire all week for allowing David McWilliams to go to the University of Texas. He said today McWilliams will not coach the Red Raiders in the Independence Bowl. That job belongs to Spike Dykes.
Spike, effective tomorrow, at 1 o'clock, will meet with the squad at their regular scheduled meeting and take us into the Independence Bowl.
So David McWilliams will not coach the Red Raiders in the Independence Bowl. That job, as I mentioned earlier, goes to Spike Dykes. There have been rumors that T. Jones, the athletic director of Texas Tech, might resign his position, but I don't think that's going to happen. He's going to have to weather the storm up there for allowing McWilliams to go down to Texas. Spike Dykes, now officially the head coach at Texas Tech University. Guy?
Skip, did it come as any surprise that McWilliams did not stay for the Independence Bowl, you think?
That is a big surprise. In fact, it was announced today by T. Jones that McWilliams will not coach the Independence Bowl. At that news conference, McWilliams will probably read this in print or hear about it tonight on the news. He has not been told. He will probably hear it first on the radio or TV, whatever. And so I think that he'll be a little bit shocked, but of course he is the head coach of the University of Texas, and he's going to have his hands full with that job.
Okay, thank you very much, Skip.
Right.
Of course, we'll have more on this tomorrow at 10 o'clock. University of Miami quarterback Vinny Testaverde won the 52nd annual Heisman Trophy Award this afternoon. The ceremony took place in New York City here. Now, Testaverde, of course, led the Hurricanes to a perfect undefeated season and a showdown with Penn State for the national title January 2nd at the Fiesta Bowl. Some other players nominated for the award included Oklahoma linebacker Brian Bosworth and Temple tailback Paul Palmer, but the winner was Testaverde.
I want to thank my mom and my family for always being there for me when I needed them. My friends, coaches, and teammates. I want to thank Coach Johnson and Coach Stevens for believing in me and bringing out the best of me as a person and as an athlete.
Vinny Testaverde there. The last day of the regular college football season featured the annual Army-Navy showdown. The game turned out to be a one-sided affair in favor of the Army, 27-7. Army TDs by Torrey Crawford, Andy Peterson, and Clarence Jones on Army's first 3 possessions of the second half turned their 6-0 halftime lead into a rout, 27-7. Army, no problem with Navy. The series stands at 41 wins for Navy, 39 for Army, and 7 ties. A couple other games today. BYU over Air Force 23-3 was the final, and Michigan-Hawaii now in the fourth quarter 10-10. What you're seeing right here, Reagan County, an incredible victory last night. Can you believe this? Over Goldthwaite. 4th down in the fourth quarter with just over a minute left. Scott Lipsy here, bullet pass to Mike Townsend, and the Owls win it 17-14, advance to the semifinals.
I think our kids play great. We've been wanting to play in a big stadium, big crowd, big ball game against a great football team, and we had our opportunity, and the kids took it and got after it the whole second half, and we're just as proud as we can possibly be of it.
We worked real hard, and we were shooting for it. We knew they were a good team. We had to come through 4 quarters, and we pulled it off.
Congratulations to the Owls. Class 5A playoffs this afternoon. Plano over Longview, 17-12. It was Lamarck over Aldine MacArthur, 26-10. In Class 4A, Hereford, who defeated Big Spring, is a winner over Hershey, 17-14. And Lampasas over Iowa Park this afternoon, 16-7. Longtime rivals, the Dallas Cowboys and LA Rams, meet up again tomorrow in a rare Sunday night game to be seen right here on Big 2. Now, 2 newcomers will be playing prominent roles. Cowboys will look for Herschel Walker to have a good game, while the Rams will be pinning their hopes on rookie quarterback Jim Everett. Dallas is hungry for a victory to remain in the playoff hunt, and the Rams know it.
We realize that Dallas really wants this game. We're really hungry for this game so we can get that playoff berth, and it's just going to be down who wants it. We know the Cowboys have played very hard for this game because they need it. They need it very badly, and we need it very badly too because, we could win the division if we win and San Francisco loses.
Big game tomorrow night, Dallas Cowboys and the Rams. I also want to mention, ran out a little time here, big upset in college basketball. Arkansas over 6th-ranked Kansas, 103-86, and that's sports.
Big day in sports, and big day for Spike Dykes.
Yes.
Congratulations to him.
Thank you, Guy.
Still to come on Big 2 News, Santa Claus was busy today.
He gathered all his helpers for some last-minute instructions.
We'll take you to the Santa Summit next.
Boy, you just can't beat the outdoors for getting a fresh start in the morning. Right, Stuart? And I don't know a better way to start fresh than with Owens Country Sausage. Owens Sausage starts out fresh and we deliver it fresh. I'll tell you what, our family's secret recipe of spices and choice cuts of meat will make a morning person out of anyone. Right, Stuart?
Dad, it's 5:30.
You'll come around. Owens Sausage, farm fresh, day after day, bite after bite.
Take a closer look this Christmas. A closer look at Walgreens for Christmas. Catch the Christmas spirit at Walgreens. Take a closer look at Walgreens for Christmas. We're right here close to you.
Put on the power. Put on the power of sheer energy. Put on the power of sheer energy.
It takes time to become the best. Those of you that have seen how our 1987 directory will be know that our time is now. And for the business that wants the most for its advertising dollar, your time is now. To accommodate all the calls that we have received, we are extending our deadline to December 19th. If we've missed you, call us. Be where you need to be, in the Permian Basin telephone directory. We may not be the only telephone directory in the Permian Basin, but we're the only one you need.
Looking for video cassettes?
I bought a great VCR at Wal-Mart. Now I'm back for some good tape.
Great electronics deserve the best accessories, and Wal-Mart has them all at low prices every day. Record up to 6 hours on T120 VHS cassettes from Polaroid or Sony. 2 for only $9 every day.
I can record a lot of programs at these prices. I'm buying.
Electronics at Walmart, when you're ready to buy.
That's real savings. That's the Walmart way.
Well, everyone knows 'tis the season that Santa Claus comes to town, and as the world's population increases, Santa Claus needs more and more helpers. So he's been having a meeting in Germany to prepare for the busy holiday season. Helpers arrive from more than 20 countries, including the United States, Australia, Britain, and Sweden. Santa was giving his secret instructions to send presents to all children who've been good.
Wonder if he's found out how good we've been.
I hope so. We'll
So
send him a
get some
letter.
gifts. Well, that wraps up tonight's update. We'll see you again tomorrow night after the football game.
Thank you for joining us, but before we leave you, we'd like to salute the fast food vendors feeding the masses out at Midland Park Mall.
This has been a presentation of Big 2 News, Midland, Odessa's news leader.
There's something new at Chili's, and I love it. I love my baby back ribs. They're new at Chili's. Now I wouldn't fib. You get a big serving, a full luscious rack. New baby back ribs at Chili's. We smoke them, charbroil them in our own sauce, and you're gonna love them right down to the bone. I love my baby back ribs. Oh yeah.
No sugar, no caffeine, no ammonia, no preservatives, no salts, no saccharin, no artificial color, no calories, just a good, clean taste.
Ampure water. The difference is perfectly clear. Call Ampure, your bottled water distributor in the Permian Basin, today.
At A1, we think we provide the best value in a home for only $99 down. We have a new 2-bedroom furnished home for only $129 per month. A pre-owned home is only $99 down, and that's installed where you want it. That's right, $99 gets you in a home. Remember, when you think of value in a home, think of 2 things. $99 down and A1 Mobile Home.
A1 is number one.
Chesapeake Manor, your Ethan Allen Gallery.
Chopper 2 and Big 2 News, part of being the news leader.